When you are being tested by a lass, rather than getting defensive, upset, taken aback, what you can do instead, as an instinctive response, is to be curious and empathetic maybe even. So even if you've gone on a date or you've taken her out and you've done all these things and then she complains about the 1% thing that you didn't do or haven't done yet or didn't consider, you could just simply ask her questions about what she means and how she feels about that, rather than getting offended and defensive and accusatory. Oh, I did all this for you and you're complaining about the one thing, versus I didn't realize that was on your mind. Would you be able to tell me more about what you mean by that? You could even propose a story. So can you help me understand this for a moment? So I've done this and this and this and this, and currently what's on your mind is this. Would you be able to help me figure out why this is the priority in your mind right now? And I don't mean to come across as like accusatory or defensive. I just want to know where you're coming from so that I can help support you and be there for you, because how you feel matters to me. And this doesn't mean to be a suck-up. It doesn't mean to lack self-respect. It just means to be curious. It means to be empathetic. It means to be understanding and to listen, rather than getting into a schmozzle and shooting yourself in the foot and getting upset and defensive. Because really, nothing you do, whether it's empatheticness or upsetness, none of that's actually going to get the girl. What's actually going to get the girl is that the pain of not being with you, it has to be greater than the pain of being with you. And by getting upset and defensive, the pain of being with you is going to significantly increase. So you don't want that. And then for a girl to want to be with you, you can't get her to do that. She has to come to you on her own accord. And so if you were to leave on a date or leave on bad terms, etc., and you're wondering what went wrong, or that person's such a narcissist, or they're so ungrateful, or whatever you're thinking, if you're not in that position that you wanted to be in, think of this like a bar to entry thing. If you want to make pasta, well, you need the tomato paste sauce, and you need the pasta, and some salt, and you need water and a pot. You need all these qualifications in order to achieve making the pasta. And if something is missing, then how are you going to have the pasta? And by not having calmness and self-respect and empathy and curiosity and understanding, this is like missing a very basic ingredient. And even by missing this basic ingredient of being empathetic and curious, it actually may even evoke a lack of safety. And what does a lack of safety mean? It means the presence of a threat. The threat that you might get defensive. The threat that her feelings will be hurt. The threat that her identity and her values are at risk of judgment and critical harm.